Hey guys, it's a beautiful day here. It is coming on spring. We are doing major overhaul on my garden area. In today's video, I have some special helpers that are going to be helping me. So we are going to be showing you how to build these raised beds. So we're just going to build one. You can build as many as you want, but they're really simple, super affordable, and they are beautiful. They should last a really long time, a lot better than the janky ones I had before. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, so I'll be walking you through step by step how to complete this project. It was a very simple project, especially for someone that's new to woodworking or even someone that's experienced and wants to do things a little bit differently. All right, so Rosalind will go ahead and show a picture here of all the materials that you'll need to build the raised bed. So meaning all the tools, the screws, all of that stuff. And we'll also be showing a picture of all the, like the cut list. So it'll show you how many boards you need, what length to cut them, the size screws, and all of that. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys the project and walking you through step by step how to build these. Hey everyone, I'm Daniel. I'm the wife of Rosalind. Blooper. Okay, take two. Hi everyone, I'm Daniel. I'm the husband of Rosalind, who's filming today. And we are going to be showing you how to build cedar raised beds. We made these raised beds out of cedar fence pickets and 2x3s. You could substitute in a cedar 2x4 or even a 4x4, but we had some pine 2x3s left over, and they will rot faster over time, but it's what we had. It'll work. It's all going in the ground anyway, so it'll be fine. This variety of fence picket is what they call dog-eared, and you can see right here, this is your typical fence picket, but for our raised beds, we want to eliminate the dog ear. The dog ear off, we want to make sure we're all lined up here nice and neat. Come down to this side, get them as flush as possible. We'll clamp them together. Okay, so we'll clamp it on both sides here. And then if you have a speed square, we'll take that and line it up as close as we can to the where it's, we chop the dog ear off, just like that. So you could cut these one at a time. I'm doing 4 at a time. That's the most my saw will do, and it's clamping them together. So we'll do the other 2 here in a minute. Okay, as we prepare for our cut, ear protection. Okay, so when building these, as stated before, we need six of these 6-foot fence pickets, and 4 of them will be for the longer parts. Those will be 6 foot, and then the shorter side are the 3-footers, and of course 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we can use one board to make up one side. So we have our 2 boards here that we'll use for the shorter sides, and we're just going to cut those in half. And once we cut off the dog ear, we come in at 71 3/16, and rough estimate of cutting those in half comes out to 35 9/16. So we will mark 35 9/16, and that's just 1 tick after the half, since half is 8/16.
So he's double checking.
35 9/16.
Measure twice, cut once, right?
That's right. So to brace the corners, I'm using a 2x3. It's an 8-foot board. You can get 2 raised beds out of one of these. We only need 4 feet for each bed. But that measurement comes in at 11 1/16. So to get the 11 1/16, it's just two of the fence pickets right next to each other, which will be vertical once they're installed. So 11 1/16. And be sure to measure your boards beforehand. The sawmills that cut these aren't exactly honed in precisely on their cuts. So this one comes in at, what, 10 7/16, which is a huge difference than 11 1/16. But the 2 beds that I built already this morning, those came in at 11 1/16. So one of these boards was off a little bit. So be sure to check that. So I'll just cut all these at 11 1/16, and then I'll just fine tune as necessary and just trim a little bit off as we go.
Cool.
All right, so we'll go ahead and draw our line here at 11 1/16. And be sure your saw blade is on the opposite side of the piece that you're wanting to keep, since the saw blade has thickness to it. So you'll look here. This is the 11 1/16. Make sure your saw blade is just touching the line, not the center of the line and not on that side of the line, but on this side. So your waist piece, this piece over here, that's where you want your saw blade. Ear protection to make mama happy.
Don't worry, I have ear protection too.
And repeat that 4 times. Okay, now that we have all the cuts made, we are ready to assemble the raised beds, or the raised bed, pardon me. So what we're gonna do is take the 2 long ends, and these are our corner braces. We are going to pre-assemble them this way right here. That way we'll come in later and put the other shorter piece right here once these are already screwed in. So to do that, make sure our ends are lined up, make sure the boards are all flush, and what I've been doing is clamping these together. So if you have a long enough clamp, if not, just have a friend hold it for you. Give those a good squeeze together, that way they don't move on you. Now, take the corner brace that you just cut. We're gonna set it as best we can, as level as we can, or as flush as we can, excuse me. We'll clamp it down and clamp it in the middle of the fence picket, not down the end, so we have room to put our screws on either side. Clamps are your extra set of hands, so I highly recommend investing in a set if you don't have one. All right, so now we're ready to drill and screw.
Cool.
All right, and I have a 3/32 drill bit on my drill here. And this is just to avoid splitting the cedar. So just kind of eyeball where you want it in the middle of the 2x3, or in your case probably a 2x4. Drill a little hole there. Number 3 and number 4. All right, so now we'll take 4 1 5/8 inch deck screws, and these are the T25 variety, so not a Phillips head but the star head, and we will just, all right, and we'll just screw it in to where it's just flush, maybe a little bit recessed into the cedar.
It's kind of hard to see.
All right, and then our last one. And we will repeat on the other side.
They're so great, they could even produce a human. I'm just kidding. What do you think, Bubba?
Alright, so we've reached the final step, and that is putting on our little short boards, the 3-footers. So just lay these out on a flat surface, concrete if possible. Just kind of orient it in such a way where these will fit right on there, flush with the long side. And we're going to screw it in just like we did previously. So we'll put 4 screws, 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom, into your corner brace. Don't screw directly into the end grain. That's why it's important to have this corner brace here, not just screw these 2 together. That's not a very strong structural support. Are you helping? All right, let's get the tools. You want to help, Dad? You want to help? Oh, you're so strong. Show me your muscles. Show me your muscles. Okay. Show me your muscles. No. Don't have any muscles today. Sometimes I feel like that. Where are you going? You might also find it beneficial to use clamps for this stage, or a set of helping hands like the ones that are approaching. Keep everything as flush as possible. And we're not going for perfectly square, it's a garden bed. And then drill your pilot hole into the corner support. And then pop you in a screw. And then we'll remove the clamp and repeat. Oop, that screw head's messed up.
Hold on, Bubba. Say yay!
go. Kyle, you want to get in here? Why do you keep cleaning your ears with a screw? It's not good. Where are you?
Dad.
Do you want out? Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. We've really enjoyed this project. Let's see, what did it come in at? Maybe between $25 and $30 per bed, including the screws and all of that. But I think it's going to be a great addition to our garden. Before we had these 4 raised beds that were made of just pine, 1x4 or 1x6, and it wasn't great. They served their purpose, but it wasn't deep enough. So like carrots and potatoes couldn't really take root. They would just kind of hit the clay and then bottom out. So we're hoping with the extra depth that these will provide, we'll be able to get a good harvest this spring and summer. So looking forward to it. But we're going to build 3 more, and we'll have a total of 6 all laid out here in the yard. So, all right, don't forget to like and subscribe, as they all say. All right, well that's all for now. You want to say bye-bye? Say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching.